All right, y'all. If y'all want to hear the rest of the Lamarr Lyons song, y'all better go on Apple Music everywhere and listen to that song. That is my favorite song
Okay.
right now. That's
Oh,
my
thank
favorite song.
you.
But what's up, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. As you can see, I have been busy all day prepping for this new EP release, so I had to hop on here. I feel like I'm being rushed by myself. So I'm here, man. I'm good. I'm glad to be on here. I'm feeling good. I'm glad that you had me on. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, it's so good to see you. I know the last time we seen each other, it was like in a virtual setting like this, but it was for a different
Yep.
show that I did about 3 years ago. You remember that?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah,
all about
yeah,
that.
yeah. The hot seat hour. This ain't the hot seat hour,
Right.
but you know,
No.
So tonight is all about you, right? So yesterday you announced that you're coming out with an EP.
Yes, I am.
Situations. Let's talk about it.
Situations based on a true story. I'm so excited about this project. Literally, it is literally a compilation of just what's been in my diary, in my mental diary, and just life and situations in life. And I'm excited to share it with you guys.
Listen, I finally. All I want to say is all I want to say is finally, because I've been jamming to your single "Without You" and "Dear Me" for the
Oh,
longest now.
oh, thank
And
you.
yeah, and I'm just excited to hear that you're coming out with your debut. This is a debut project, right?
It is. It
This
is.
is your first baby.
It is.
So
Listen, that's
that's
why I'm so nervous. You see, I'm over here sweating. I'm like, Lord, I want the people to like it.
so. I want to know, how long have you been cooking up this EP? How long has it been in the making?
Um, well, I started writing for this EP like maybe towards the end of the summer of last year. Um, kind of like I said, this is about life situations, so it's been in the works for years. But in regards to just like putting it down, writing it down, and creating melodies, yeah, probably the end of the summer is when I started writing, and then we kind of just went into the studio maybe a couple of weeks ago and kind of just laid everything out. We secluded ourselves in the studio, shut down, locked down, and literally just start writing and took it from there.
Took it from there. So it started from last summer.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yep.
process of the
Yep. The
EP
writing
started from
process
last
started
summer.
last summer.
Okay, so the title of the EP is Situations. How did you come up with that title?
Well, so we all have been through, situationships, and I think we all can relate to that. And that's pretty much where it came from for me. When I say I went through life situations, it was literally that, situationships and going through things where you think you found love and and it turned out to be something else, the complete opposite. And just trying to figure out like where do I fit in and when will I find that right somebody to spend the rest of my life with. But right now I'm going through all these different situationships is what I call them, because they're not relationships. Nothing is solidified, nothing is clarified. It's just two people entertaining one another, enjoying each other's company and time, but never really putting a title on it. That's what I call a situationship. And so the title of this is based on a true story, based on my situationships, my situations. And I hope it's relatable for everybody. I really do. That's my biggest goal.
So we're gonna get some heartbreak songs. We're gonna get some songs about you reflecting on
We're
yourself.
going to get life.
Uh,
I'm not going to bust nobody's windows, but you're definitely going to understand where I'm coming from with this project.
okay. So I did see that you have a feature on
Yes.
the EP.
Yes.
Duran, is it Duran Bernard?
Yes, Duran Bernard.
Okay,
OMG.
got it.
I got Duran Bernard and I
I love
have
him. I
Deshaun the
love him.
Artist.
Yes, he's extremely talented. I'm a big fan of
Yes.
Duran, and I was excited to see. Oh, you guys are working together. Like, wow, that's like exciting
Yes,
to
I
freaking
literally called
see.
my bro. He's an amazing artist. I called my bro and literally was like, "Hey, I'm working on this project." Well, first when I landed in Los Angeles, I called him and was like, "Hey, I'm here and I'm working on this project." And I was leaving a message because he was busy, you know. And then he called me back right in the middle of me working on the actual song that he's gonna be featured on. And I was like, I need you on this song. I said, I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know what you got planned. I said, but I need you on this song. And he was like, okay, just let me know. Like, send me the track. And when I sent him the track, he automatically was like, I love the breakdown. Like, let's do it. Like, what's the deadline? Like, let me know. And I told him the deadline, and now here we have it.
Listen, I'm happy that you guys made it work. Listen, here's what I want to know because your single "Without You" is a gospel record, and
Mm-hmm.
"Dear Me" is a country record. So I want to know: is your EP gonna be R&B? Is this your R&B debut? What genre is the EP gonna fall under?
This is my R&B debut. This is my R&B,
Ah, all right.
which is why I'm like, I'm so nervous, y'all. Y'all see me, y'all know. First of all, y'all know I'm a big boy, so you know I'm trying to be cute for y'all, but I'm hot. I'm nervous. I'm like,
Man, you
this
look
interview, I
fine.
want
No,
people to really hear my voice and really understand the project because this is my first baby. This is my first R&B. This is my R&B debut. Like, I want y'all to enjoy. Really, I want you and feel every part of my lyrics, every part of my song. Like I really do.
right, because you've been singing for years as a background vocalist,
Mm-hmm.
for some pretty big award-winning artists. And now you're becoming your own artist, which
I
I'm
am.
so here for. And what I want to know is how is that transition, from being behind the mic pretty much and now you're in front of the mic. That's one
Um,
thing.
sheesh. The transition wasn't hard because this is my passion. You know, this is my heart. This is the goal for me career wise. So the transition wasn't hard at all because I still do it. I still work. I still sing background. I still travel. I still tour. Um, but you know this transition was easy for me and I learned so much singing background for so many different people that it just helped me, it molded me, it sculpted me into the artist that you will see from here on out, you know. So it wasn't a hard transition. It actually a very easy breezy transition, almost kind of scary, like, oh, like it's a little too easy. But it's been easy so far because I enjoy doing this. So I enjoy finding myself as an artist, hearing certain things, tweaking my sound, and working on my stage presence, and watching others that I've been building my career behind. So it's been an easy transition.
You know what? I could just imagine what your support system is like right now. They're probably thrilled like me. They're all thrilled that you're finally coming out with your own project.
Yeah,
What I want to know is, was becoming your own artist, was that your ultimate goal?
absolutely. To be a entertainer was my ultimate goal. Is my ultimate goal. I want to give you a reason to forget about today, forget about that moment, forget about that hour, and just be in a place and have an experience where you are truly just entertained and having a good time. That's the kind of person I want to be, whether I'm singing, acting, hosting, whatever that may be. I want you to be in a different world, in a different place when you're around me, when I'm in your city, when you come to the club, when you come to the arena to see me, to hear me. I want to be that light and that experience for you that makes you just completely forget what's going on, you know?
Yes, yes. So my next question, right? This is what I want to know. Can you sing a little bit of "Dear
Oh
Me"?
no. Of Dear Me?
Yes, "Dear Me" is my favorite. I gotta hear it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I would write things that make you realize if you opened up your eyes, life would be so great. If you could only see the greatest parts of you, 'cause you were born to do great things, oh yes you were. So no matter what the world may say, you got it, you got it. I think it's about that time I pull out my pen and paper and write out all the things I want to say to you. I know that it might seem crazy, but it's something I gotta do. I gotta write this letter to you.
Ah! Oh my God. Well, yo, that is my favorite. Yo, when you go in like that on a song, that is my favorite part. I kid you not. I'll be in the shower just singing that part down. You hear me?
First of all, don't gas me up. My head is already too big.
So back to the EP. Are we getting a single, or are you just dropping the EP?
I'm not. I'm going to give y'all a teaser. I'm gonna give you a single before the full project. Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Now, are we getting any visuals for the EP?
So, this is something that we literally just had a meeting about 2 days ago. And so, we did confirm that the EP, which is 6 songs, 5 songs and an interlude, it will be a short film. So it'll literally be from track 1 to track 6 will be a short film. So yes, you will get a visual for each one, but it'll all be one big visual.
So can you give us a hint on what this single what is it gonna be? What is it gonna feel like?
Oh no! I'm just gonna tell you this: the single is going to be the single's gonna make you want to listen to the rest of the project. It was very thought out on what the single would be because we wanted to give you guys just a taste of what the whole EP is, and the single does just that. So just be ready. Just be ready. The single is definitely going to make you want to listen to the rest of the project for sure.
Okay, so do you think it's gonna stand out? Do you think the single is gonna stand out with the rest of the music that we got going on in the world?
Oh, for sure. It's a feel. The EP in itself. Even though we're talking about situationships and the downfalls of it all, it's still feel good music. You know, it's music that makes you. It just chills you out. It's almost like a reflective album, a reflective body of work where you're just like you're reflecting, but you're not upset. But it's like, dang, I went through that. And I always say I want to dedicate this EP to the smokers, the weed smokers. I don't know if y'all out there, but if you are definitely going to enjoy this project for sure.
Okay, I don't know nothing about that. But I know what you're saying. It's gonna feel
Come
good.
on, listen. I know them all too well. So I got friends that do it. Listen, I know you're gonna enjoy it. I know you're gonna sit and chill and smoke and ride out to this album. I promise you, this EP is not gonna disappoint at all.
Okay, so will we be getting the EP before the summer?
Yes. The month that is set for the release is April. So It's around the corner.
Wow, that's very soon.
It's around the corner.
Very soon.
Yep.
Okay. In the beginning of the month, mid-month, the end of April. What?
April.
April. You can only tell
Bitch, you trying to get me out here spilling all the tea. I can't spill all of the tea. You just gotta be. Listen, follow me, and you will know all of the things. But April is the month, so it's coming up really shortly, really soon. It's coming up.
All right, I can't be greedy. You done gave some exclusive tea.
I done sang for you. You want? What else do you want from me?
Let me not be greedy. So I do want to go back to you being a background vocalist, right? Mm-hmm. I want to know about that first booking gig that you got, that you felt so good about. Can you tell us about that?
I would have to say I've literally been doing this for a long time. But I would have to say the one booking that I got that just made me just overjoyed with just what I do and what I love to do, and kind of confirmed, even though I've been doing it for so long, it confirmed in that moment that, oh, I literally, like, this is what I do. Like, I had that aha moment, like, this is what I do, and nobody can tell me otherwise, was when I got a phone call from Dr. Dre, and he was working on a project, and literally his people called me and was like, hey, we have this opportunity, and we want you to come in and work and do some stuff for Dre. And I was just like, you're lying to me. Like, this is not his people. Like, stop playing. But then they sent me the address, the location, and then I got there, and lo and behold, it was him and his team, and who else was there? It was Dr. Dre, Exhibit was there, BJ the Chicago Kid came, who else came? Oh shoot, some other people came that I can't. Anderson .Paak was there. It was just a good vibe and a good energy, and to get an approval from Dr. Dre, I don't need anybody else's approval. Like, I don't need anybody else's approval. Dr. Dre approved. Anderson .Paak approved. Dr. Dre called Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg was like, who was that on the track? And he told him who it was, and Snoop Dogg approved. So nothing that you can tell me, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm supposed to do. So definitely that booking and that call got me together real quick.
Look at you, man. Look at you. I'm so happy with everything that is going on in your life at this present time. I mean, to get approval from the GOATs themselves, child.
Listen, it's the GOATs, man.
Ain't nobody telling me nothing kind of thing. Like, I know your everything was just like, you was humble, but you was, you had to be feeling yourself. Like,
listen, bitch, I'm always humble. I'm good. I'm always humble. But that in that moment, that just gave me my keys. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Like, you can't. There's nothing you can tell me now. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing then, but I was still humble. I'm still, but you still can't tell me nothing. But now you really can't tell me nothing.
Really?
So that's where I'm at now. But that was the call. That was the booking that made me say, okay, yeah.
So was that the opportunity that piqued your career?
It put my name in more people's mouths, for sure. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm not where I was in my career. But it definitely put my name in more people's mouths, that I never thought would even know me. Like to this day, like the fact that I can call Dr. Dre's people and tell them who it is on the phone, and they won't be like, oh, who are you? It's immediately like oh, Lamarr, great, we want to set something up. It's not, that's something I never thought I would be able to say or do. So it definitely took my name further to, put me in a couple more seats,
Okay, now, because I saw them seats, man. I saw you on TV a couple of times, and I was like, that's my boy. I got his number. I can hit him up anytime that I want. I want to. Yeah, I was bragging.
Sure.
I was bragging to up here now.
Don't brag. That is a mess. I appreciate you, Mitch. Thank you.
So listen, I recently discovered that you and I have something in common, right? And that's our love for food. I was watching your YouTube channel the other night.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm hungry right now.
Okay. I watched your YouTube channel, your mukbangs or mukbangs, however you pronounce it. But
either way, tomato.
Man, your taste in food is off the chain.
I just enjoy it so much. I enjoy it. That's one of the things I don't mind spending money on. I don't care nothing. Like, I don't care. Like, I was that one coming up where it was like, it's either my phone bill or a meal. And it would be a meal. It would be a meal. Like, I'm going to eat good. I don't care. I'll cut my phone on later. Like, I'm going to eat good today, So food has always been, I'm a big boy. Food has always been a love of mine. So, and I like to share that because I like that there's people out there in the world that just love to just watch people enjoy food. Because I thought I was the only one. I thought it was kind of weird at first, but as I got into it, I'm like, no, like, People out here eating, and people are watching us eat. So, I love it.
Man, that gumbo that James Wright Chanel
Oh,
made, I just wanted to taste a little bit of it. And when I was watching, I was like, can you share some with me, child? I want some. The way
it
y'all
was
was
so
just
good.
munching and it just all the sound that y'all were making was just making me hungry. God damn it, I want to.
Okay, it was so good, and it was like it only took him like 20 minutes to make.
20 minutes.
Yes, a
That's what you.
gumbo.
That's what you call a real cook right there. To make their food under an hour, that is a cook right
That's it.
there.
That's it.
So on your YouTube channel, you're also very vulnerable, and
Mm.
you share a lot about your ups and your downs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. So you had moved to LA,
Mm-hmm.
right, to pursue your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're back home in Nashville. Is that correct?
Yep. You got it. You better
So
do your homework.
so let's talk. Let's talk about that transition. What happened?
Um, like the rest of the world, we were affected by the pandemic. And so that was just one of the smartest moves that I had to make. One of those adult moves, one of those moves where it's like you don't want to make that move, but at the same time, you got to do what's best for you, your mental, your health. And moving back home at that moment was best for my mental. And even in the process of me moving back home, I had so many questions. But I did it anyway. And that's one thing that I do share on my channel. Do it afraid. Whatever you decide you want to do it afraid. If you still don't understand, you've got questions, do it anyway. The questions will come. The fear will go away. But if you're so fearful that you don't move, you'll never see the certain things that you may have a desire to do, be, go. You won't see those desires if you are stopped by fear. Because there's so
Right,
much on the other side of fear, so much greatness. Everything that we want, desire, our goals, our needs, they're on the other side of fear. And if we don't step on that other side of fear, we'll never see them. So I did it afraid. I did it with questions. And it was just one of those things I had to do. And even my first year being back home, I had so many questions. I had things happening in my life. I gained so much and I lost so much. But I'm still here, so I do understand that there's a purpose for me and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't regret. First of all, I stopped regretting a lot years ago because everything is a lesson. Everything is something that you learn over time in life. And when I moved, it felt best, and it honestly was best. And I haven't been at a place where I'm at now, mentally, emotionally, creatively, in a long time. And I think a lot of that has to do with because I stepped out and I made that move. I came back home, you know?
Okay, so would you say that the pandemic, I can just imagine it hit you pretty hard. Did you experience homelessness at some point?
Not during the pandemic itself. It wasn't more so homelessness. It was just more so I didn't want to get to that point. I didn't want to get to that moment where I didn't have anywhere else to go, and then it would be too late. I'm really big on moving. When your spirit, when your gut, when your body tells you to move and go, go. Don't wait. Don't wait it out. Don't see, maybe I can last a little bit, or maybe no. So my gut and my spirit was telling me, you need to go back home. And literally, when I went back home, that's when I had lost a lot, but I was still okay because being back home, it kind of caught me, and I was able to get back up on my feet quicker than I would have if I was still in Los Angeles. So being that I made that decision and I listened to my gut and my spirit, you know, it helped me avoid homelessness and all of that. So I would say the pandemic, it taught me to move when I'm supposed to in any situation, whether it means physically like relocating and moving, or if it means just
Right.
making a choice or making a decision. So yes.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you were able to fight through those obstacles because I can tell you last year, 2021, baby, was like
Hmm.
my most teachable year to date. I would definitely say
Yes.
that. 2021 taught me that I'm too much of a generous person. You know what I'm saying? To the
Hmm.
people, to the people who don't even deserve my generosity. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that can take you. That can hurt you. That can hurt
Okay,
you. It really can.
and it did, and it did. It hurt me pretty bad. 2021 also taught me that to to spend more time with myself. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of comforting friends, being there for friends by a drop of a dime, just being there whenever they need me. But I
Mhm.
don't reciprocate that energy towards myself, and
You got to.
that's what 2021 taught me, child. And we're here. We're in 2022 doing our thing, and
Yes.
yeah. So back
And
to the
that's why
music.
this
How
and
do you?
that's why this project is coming out. That's why I wanted to work so hard on this project because with me being a background artist and a vocal producer and vocal arranger, I've worked with so many different artists in creating their dreams and bringing their visions to life that I put my dreams and
You
visions
forgot
on the
about
back.
yourself.
You
Yeah.
know, and it wasn't like in a negative way. It was just one of those things when you're going, you're on the move, you're on the go, you're just on the go. You don't think about it. And so I had to kind of press pause and like, okay, hey, it's my turn, you know, for whatever that may mean. Maybe I want to be a chef. So it's my turn to focus on being a chef. Or like I said, I wanted to come out with a full body of work. And that's something that I have not done in my whole musical career. So I was like, that's what I want to do. And I want to do the music that I love. And I want to do the music that feels good to me, where I can express myself and reach out to the entire world, you know? And so, loving on myself and taking care of me and putting myself first is the product of situations for sure.
Listen, bro, you are an inspiration to me because I've been putting off, getting back in the studio, making some new music, all because I'm just not in a mental space to produce music
Understand that.
right now. So at this time in my life, I am looking for inspiration to write and sing and do what I love to do. Um, so I do want to ask you, um, have you ever experienced writer's block, and how did you work through it? Because I'm suffering from that right now.
I'm gonna say this: have we been in a global pandemic for the last 2 years? Yes.
Mhm.
So I've definitely experienced writer's block. Like my biggest thing as just a creative, I'm always blocked. Like, and I always need motivation to help me do something, write something, create something. So I've definitely experienced writer's block. I experienced writer's block when I was writing this project, Situations, where I just kind of had to take a moment and sit down and silence, no music, nothing, just quiet, and really just think about what I had so far and just try to finish it and really, really get into the situation. Like what is it that I'm writing about? But how I get out of writer's block, I literally just um, I step away from the music, whatever I'm writing. I step away from it. If I'm creating something from scratch and there's no words yet, there's no lyrics yet, I'll pause and I'll get inspiration from other things, whether it's a movie soundtrack, some of my favorite albums, some of my favorite artists, and just kind of just take it there and just get inspiration from there. And then if I catch something, I'll hop on it immediately. I will not waste time. Like, I'm hopping
Mhm.
on it immediately. So that's kind of how I get through my writer's block.
Right. So what? You know what? Um, a friend of mine told me another way to get through writer's block is to read more because I'm always reading, but I was told to read more, and
That's
corre-
good.
co- corresponding to what you said, to get more inspiration from other things outside of what I'm writing about.
Hmm.
So, are you currently signed to a record label?
I am not. No, I'm independent, man. All me.
Independent, baby.
Independent.
Is it your goal to be signed to a record label? Because listen, I'll tell you, for me personally, I don't want no parts of a record label because I've witnessed these great talents coming into the game, signing their little contract, and then you never hear from them ever again.
No,
You
for
know what I'm
real.
saying?
So for me, to answer your question, no, I don't really. That's not my desire. At least not right now. I'd rather still be an open artist, being able to create freely and openly, because one, this is my debut project as an R&B artist, like we stated. So I want to be able to experiment with my writing, with my voice, with my creativity. So I don't want to be put in a box or made to do something else other than what I want to do right now. I'll say that because I'm still learning myself. Now, maybe in a couple of years, I have some projects under my belt. I've kind of built on my artistry a little bit more. May have that conversation and it be a different answer. But right now, I'm good. I think I'm okay as an independent artist. I can make my own decisions, and I think that's what I like the most. I'd rather be in a place where I can make my own decisions. I
Right,
want
and
to
it's
talk about, you know.
right, right, exactly, and it's no deadlines. These record labels, they be putting you under pressure.
Oh
You know what I'm
no, for
saying?
sure. We don't
I
have
don't
time for
got time
that.
for that.
I don't want you to rush me to do anything. You know,
I
if
don't
I
got
want to take
time
my
for
time, I want to take my time. You know,
that.
no label for me anytime soon.
Okay, so where's your glass? It's looking a little bit empty like my glass. Let's go
I
ahead
know
and
I'm almost done. I drank too fast.
ah. So we're gonna get to the second part of the show, which I like to call Kiki with Mitchie.
Come on and Kiki with Mitchie. Yes.
That's when I throw in the sauce. Okay, that's when I throw in that sauce.
Okay.
This is the favorite. This is the favorite part of the show is that sauce,
Okay.
right?
Come on, Sauce.
So what I want to know, right? Who is someone that's on your radar that you just want to smash? You want to
Uh-oh.
smash, okay? Without giving away too much now, because you know what I'm saying. We don't want to, but who's on your radar?
I'm not too much of a smasher. I'm a Libra, so I like to love on folks. But for lack of better words, if we want to smash, um, who was on my radar? I would have to say, Keenan Lonsdale. Always, forever. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He was in Flash the series. Um, he was in I Love Simon or something. I think that was the name of the movie. But yeah, I love him. His gift, his artistry. He's an amazing artist, a singer, writer. His overall personality, I just love it. I mean, he's happily in a relationship, but if I
He's
had the
taken.
opportunity, yeah, he's taken. But if I had the opportunity to
Oh, not
love
you
on
looking at
him, to
somebody.
smash, as you would say, it would definitely be him.
Not you looking at a man that's taken, child.
Oh, I mean, listen, we can all look. I'm not gonna touch unless he's available.
Okay, is he gay?
hmm
Do you think he's a top, bottom, or verse?
I don't know. Verses are always the best. So
Oh,
hopefully he's first.
mystery. Ooh, you said verses are the best, child. Okay. I ain't there yet, but I hear you. I feel you. I
Ah!
feel you.
You
So,
gotta be able to be open minded. It might be some days I don't feel like doing one thing. I feel like doing the other.
yeah, I'm not there yet. So, you are sexually active, right?
No.
You're not? Are you serious?
No.
How long has it been, friend?
I'm putting my business out there, but it's fine.
Yes, you are, because I want to know. This is the real Saucy. We're going to give you the sauce now.
It's been about 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, almost. I'll keep it safe at 2.5.
Okay, I don't know if I should be asking this next question then, child, since it's been 2 years. But I'm gonna ask my question anyway. How do you choose?
Okay.
How do you choose men to have sexual relations with? Because I know for me, right? I got a whole list. So you gotta have an ass. Okay. You gotta be pretty or pretty decent looking.
Okay.
You gotta be fly. I love me a fly individual. Okay.
Okay.
You gotta have swag. That's number one.
Okay.
And your own shit, because I don't like a nigga leeching off of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a
Ah,
nigga.
okay.
I don't like no leeches out here.
No leeches.
My list is a
I'm
little longer than that, but yeah.
so your question is, what do I find attractive?
Right. How do you choose the men to have sexual relations with? How do you choose
Relations.
them? What do you
You just gotta make me
right?
feel good. You really just have to make me feel good at the end of the day. If you make me feel good in any kind of way, whether it's your personality, you make me laugh, you make me feel comfortable. If I'm comfortable around you, 9 times out of 10, you can have your way with me. If I'm not comfortable, if
I like
I'm
the way
not
you put
comfortable,
that.
then then there's nothing for us to do. But if I'm comfortable with you, of course you have to, I have to find you attractive. I'm a mouth person. Like, you have to have nice teeth. You have to have a pretty smile, a nice smile. Um, when it comes to body wise, I don't really have a It's the teeth. It's the teeth. But when it comes to body wise, I don't really have a clause, if that makes sense. It's just I just got to be attracted to you, and you have to make me feel good.
Right. No, so no preference. Just make me feel good.
Yeah, just make
And
me
if you,
feel good. Just make me
you
feel
know,
good. And when I say feel good, I don't mean sexually. That comes later. But if you make me
then
feel
he,
good before the sexual aspect, then yeah, 9 times out of 10, whatever you want is yours.
so you're not really a sexual human being. Is that correct?
Oh, that is incorrect. I'm just. It's just been a while because I don't settle. And I've been in a season where if I was to have any kind of sexual relations, I would be settling. And I don't. And I believe in the sexual activities being a soul tie. I'm very old school. So if I'm gonna have sex
Ooh.
with you, it's because my intentions are to do other things with you, start other things with you. I can't just have sex because it's Tuesday and I just met you at a bar, or we've been in each other's inbox for the last couple of weeks and let's meet up and link up. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's hard for me to do that. I've tried. Trust. I've tried. Um, but yeah, no, I can't. I can't do that. You have to want. You have to want me outside of sex in order for me to give you that. It's a prize. It's a prize. If you can get it and he can get it and she can get it and they can get it, then when that next person comes and they want it but they want to love on you, where's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Where's the difference? If I can give it to
You know
anybody,
what? You
what
know
make what
what?
makes it a prize to my husband?
Exactly. And you know what? I have been in that mindset for the past 2 years. I don't know
That's
about the
good.
years before that. I don't know about the years before that.
Hey, that's
Doing,
okay. Me
I was
neither.
doing my
Trust me.
thing. I was doing my thing. But I'm really at a place in my life where I do want to settle down. And I want somebody who don't just want me sexually, Chad. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody who really want to be with me. You know,
Absolutely. Make it a
when
prize. We are a prize. Show your worth. You know what I'm saying? I be telling people out here all the time, show your worth in all aspects. If somebody can just say you look pretty and then have sex with you, when another man comes and says you're beautiful and I want to get to know you, but I don't want to have sex with you, like, how are you gonna be? You're not gonna be able to respond correctly to that because you're gonna be like, oh, let's have sex. It's like, that's not what I want from you right now. What you must not, you must be ugly. And it's like, no, you're not ugly. That's just not all that I want from you right now. I want to get to know you. I want to, you know. So,
okay, okay. So, Lamar, do you have any toxic traits?
of course, we all do.
What is your
But
most popular one?
my most popular toxic trait is that I'm over emotional. I can be overly emotional. And I can throw myself on you if I get the opportunity, and it can become too much. So I would say that's my biggest one. And then the one underneath that is I'm a pleaser. I'm a people pleaser. So I'm always the forgiver. I'm always the forgiver, even when it's not my place to forgive. In relationships, that can be a little toxic because it's like, stop apologizing. so, so yeah, so I think those are my two heaviest toxic traits. I just, when I like you or I love you, wherever level we're at, I overly like you and love you, and I let you know, and I show it. And some people aren't ready for that.
God. Why do we have that in common? Like, why do we have that in common? Like, I don't know how to give 50-50. Like, I give 100.
I don't either, Mitch. I don't either,
like,
man.
When I'm in a situation, I give all of me.
Yep.
All of me. Like, man, let me tell you what my toxic trait is, though.
Go ahead.
Because you named two of them, but another one of my toxic traits is I got a problem with responding.
Oh, Mitch.
Messages. You know, I don't know what it is. I just don't respond.
You gotta do better.
I gotta do better.
That's one of the number one things.
I got a couple of people mad at me right now.
I bet. I bet. And now you know what? I bet they watching this live. Oh, so he can go live.
So he online and doing his show, but he can't hit me back. Listen, my anxiety kicks in, and I just don't know how to respond. But eventually I do. And then when I do respond, I have a full paragraph of what the hell happened.
Is it an expectation thing?
Yes.
Do you have a negative outlook on expectations?
Yes. I hate when people have, you know, expectations over me, like very like in the beginning, like they be like, oh, okay, this is how it's gonna go, this is what I expect from you, blah 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 blah, and then when you slip and fall, they want to jump down your neck, and when I feel that pressure, I just fall back.
You kind of fall back. Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing, because I've been on the other side of somebody like you, and their biggest thing was expectations, but it wasn't necessarily me with the expectations. It was literally when you start something, I'm a person like, if you start it, you know, be committed to how you start. Don't call me every day. Excuse me. That Prosecco is getting to me. Don't call me every day. Don't text me every day and then go ghost when I come with an expectation to hear from you every day. That's how you start it. So be committed to how you start. That's all I say with people. Be committed to how you start. If you want to start soft, if you don't want them to expect to hear from you every day, don't call me every day. Call me every other day. Call me every 2-3 days. But if you are somebody who, when you first get to know somebody, it's a text, call, hey, what you doing today? What you doing today? Checking in. Let's stay on the phone and kiki for 2-3 hours. I'm gonna expect that from you tomorrow and the day before.
But you know what it is? But you know what it is, Lamarr, and maybe you can give me some advice on this, right? When I start a situation and it's going good, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like I'm not where I am in my life right now, presently, if I feel like I could be a burden to you in any way with what I got going on in my life, I run for the hills because I never want to be a burden to anybody. How can you know somebody
give me the opportunity?
A life crisis, though. When you're going through
right, but Mitch, you have to give me an opportunity to tell you that you're being a burden. You can't tell me that you're being a burden to me if I've never once opened up my mouth and said, Mitch, you're a burden. So if you feel like you're a burden, it's okay to voice that. But give me the opportunity to say, yes, you are a burden. Or an opportunity to say, no, you're not a burden. You're not a burden. But you have to be fair to that person and give them an opportunity to tell you, Mitch, you're being a burden. But if that's something, because we can't go through anything that he doesn't, you know, give us the strength to go through. He won't put more on us that we can't bear. And that's in relationships, friendships, you know, sexual relationships, whatever. If he's giving me the enough strength and energy, mental capacity to withstand whatever it is you're going through, then so be it. You're not being a burden, but you have to give me an opportunity to tell you that you're being a burden.
Listen, I just got trust issues, man. I've been hurt bad. You know what I'm saying? I've been hurt
Yeah.
bad, and what I suffer from, and I'm gonna be real honest, and I'm gonna add in my sauce. Okay, I got a problem with overly exposing things about myself, right? And then when you overly expose things about yourself, people tend to use that information against you. You know, and that is
Yeah.
what happened to me in the past. I tell people what I'm going through, and situations, and then they turn around and put it on the internet and talk about me and my family and this, that, and the third. So it really has much to do with trust issues. And I was just watching this video the other day, and the video said you should go in trusting until they prove you otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Until they give you a
Absolutely.
reason not to trust. That's the video
Absolutely.
that I came
But you should
across.
also use your own discretion when it comes to relationships and getting to know somebody. If you feel like right now is not the time to be 100% truthful with everything you're going through, all your business, then by all means don't tell it. But if you come to a place with this person that you feel comfortable releasing some information because you've seen maybe a situation where they've been for you and they've consoled you and been like it's gonna be okay or whatever the case may be, then use your discretion and say, okay, I can trust this human being. But it's all about your discretion, but you can't not do it. You'll never you'll never find the person that is willing to be all for you and take that information and hold it and be for you if you don't try it. So you got to do it. I don't know if the shoe is too small if I don't put it on.
I feel you, Lamarr. Well, thank you for that advice, John. I needed I needed to hear that. So, listen, I'm starting to see a lot of people posting private stories on Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know what they're doing in the private stories. They, posting their sexually explicit content for money. You know what I'm saying? Twitter is already off the chain with all that shit.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is already off the chain with all that shit. And now we have Snapchat with the shit. So what is your thoughts on these Snapchat private stories?
Live your life, baby. It's your account. I can't do nothing about it. if I have a problem with it, I just won't subscribe. I won't give you the coin to have access to it. If I have a problem with it, but I mean, hey, to each his own. Sex work is work.
Feel like I get that. I get that. Sex work is definitely work now. That's why they created a platform for the shenanigans. Okay, OnlyFans, get you an OnlyFans.
Well, listen, because it's on Twitter and Snapchat, here? I blame Tumblr. If they had not closed down Tumblr, we wouldn't be having this problem right
now. Listen, I agree with that. I just feel like we're losing the base and the core of what social media is. I feel like we're losing it.
You know what? I don't feel like we're losing it. I feel like it's literally moving with the times. And because sex is so easily accessed, it's just moving with the times. Snapchat knew what they were doing when they gave it a private feature. Instagram knew what they were doing when they gave them a close friends feature. So everybody's just moving with the times. Like, until sex becomes taboo again, it's going to be available on every platform. But sex is not taboo anymore. Sex is like eating cereal. Sex is normal. Sex is not looked at like, oh my gosh, So it's just like until it becomes a sin again or a taboo, like, ooh, don't talk about that at the dinner table. It's gonna be on our platforms. YouTube is next.
Oh, not the YouTube channel, not the YouTube.
Listen,
everybody
is. They already close enough. So
and then you know what? And then they add into their story without even asking. You know what I'm saying? You just watching their story, then you come across some ass shaking and booty pumping and all of the things.
I don't necessarily have an issue with it unless it's just something that I don't want to see. But I mean, if it's pleasing, hey, thank you for the ad.
sound like you and a couple of people private stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean I am. People have added me without my permission, but it's been okay because I mean it's stuff that I like to see too. But you know, like I said, to each his own. Like I have a private snap, but I don't post that. I have a loose mouth, so certain things I like to say, everybody I don't give that access to. But I do. I just feel like it's to each his own. Use it to your own discretion. Use it for whatever reason you want to use it for. If you want to shake your ass, if you want to, smoke a blunt, and you don't everybody else to see you smoking weed, sure. Whatever you want to do. Take a sip of wine. You don't want nobody to see that, so you put on your private. Do whatever you want to do. It's up to me to say, okay, I don't want to be a part of that. I'm not subscribing. I don't want access. Or, leave it alone.
So Lamarr, if anybody wanted to do like a collab with you, what is the right way to go about it? How can someone get in contact with you? Because I may need to feature on my next project.
Well, listen, I'm independent. So it's just inbox me. Text me if you have my number. Inbox me if you follow me. Even if you don't follow me, inbox me. Ask me, could you collab? Are you open for collabs? Because sometimes it's not that I don't want to. It's just moments and times like when I'm releasing stuff, I'm like, I don't really want to collab right now. Because nine times out of 10, when somebody wants to collab with you, it's for an upcoming project, not something that's going to be released in the next 6 to 8 months. So it's like when I have stuff that's already in the works and moving, like how I have situations, and I literally just had somebody ask if I could collab, and I said not right now. But that's because I'm pushing situations, and I don't want to take away from that push in that moment. So
Absolutely.
just ask, yeah, right. So just ask me, are you collabing right now? And then if I say yes, email me the song, tell me the concept, what you want me to do. You want me to do a bridge? You want me to do a verse? You want me to sing the hook? Like, what do you want me to do? And then we'll do it there. I have my own home set up, so I can do it here and get it back to you. But yeah, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Nothing.
So do you have to actually like the song in order to collab, or you'll just, do your ones and twos?
I don't have to be in love with the song, but I gotta feel it. I can't just do a song that I'm just like, this is stupid. Like if somebody asks me to collab on a song and I don't agree with the message, I won't do it. If somebody asks me to collab on a song and I'm just not feeling it, I'll make suggestions that I know for me will help me feel the music better. And if you are willing and open to take those suggestions, then we can move forward. But if not, then we can't move forward. And that's just that on that. But like I said, I'm not a hard person to work with. I love music too much. So it's like, it doesn't take much for me to just be like, oh, I like this, So, it is what it is. But I definitely have to enjoy it. I have to like something about it.
Gotta feel it. Gotta understand the message and all that stuff. So can we expect to see you on other people's projects as a feature?
For sure. Oh, for sure. I'm praying. I'm actually in conversations with a couple of artists right now that are wanting to release some stuff in the summer. So I know that you may hear me on some stuff in the summer. But yeah, definitely. My goal is definitely to collab more now that I'm branching out in this new light of my career. So you'll definitely see me, collabing more and with a lot of people.
Yes. Well, thank you, Lamarr, for being here. Listen, I was nervous about this whole.
Not more than me. I finally stopped sweating.
Listen, coming up with questions and everything. Listen, you're involved in so many things. You got so many things going on in your life, past, present, future. And I just wanted to be able to touch everything. And
no, I understand. You did. You did a good job, bitch. Quit playing.
Thank you. I'm so hard on myself, because
yes.
You are also a CEO of your own brand, which I wanted to talk about. But well, go ahead and plug the people in.
Well, yeah, keep up with me. Of course, on social media is Lamarr Lyons. My music, situations based on a true story. The EP is coming out in April. I have a clothing line and a brand called the Dopester brand. Dopester meaning somebody who lives their life on purpose for a purpose. I'm really big on purpose. I'm a purpose junkie. I talk about it on my channel all the time on YouTube, which is called What's Good with Lamarr. There's 2 R's. So yeah, you can go to my website, www.dopestabrand.com, purchase your apparel, your merch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a podcast. I had a podcast about 3 years ago. I had it for 4 years and then stepped away for 4 years. And so yeah, we're actually in production and just conversation right now and starting that back up, but that'll probably be a summer release. So be on the lookout for that. That's about it. You know, just moving and grooving, hearing more music from
Always
me.
working.
Definitely a full length album towards the middle of the year.
Come on now, you're giving away too much now.
I'm just letting you know, we're working. Once I start, I don't stop. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
once I start, I don't stop.
Hopefully, you and I can collab on a record. You know,
just let me know. Call me and let me know. Get your song together and let me hear the song and call me and tell me what you want me to do. I got you.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. This is the Real Saucy Podcast with Lamarr Lyons. Don't forget, listen, my boy is coming out with an EP called Situations that I already know. I already got my expectations high for you, bro. I got my expectations high because Without You and Dear Me is so
thank you,
good.
Man.
So good. I spin it at least 5 times a day. But listen, my expectations are high.
And that's all right. You're gonna be satisfied, I promise. I promise.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of your evening.
I shall. I'm headed to a rehearsal.
Ooh, I hope I didn't make you late.
Oh no, you're good. I'm literally about to head out right now.
All right. Take care, bro.
All right.